Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show, and in today's episode, so I'm doing this one because I feel like that there are some people in this world that need to hear this, but you're not always right. On any conversation, debate, discussion, whatever you want to call it, you're not always right. And people need to start accepting that they're not always right, because that's the one thing that I try to avoid. I try to avoid conversations where it's debatable. Like I don't like having discussions like that. I don't like, because my thing is like if so, I want it to be where me and that particular person we're joking around. So let's say if I'm like out in public, right? And if me and a friend, if we go in the Foot Locker and then they're saying Adidas is better and I'm saying Jordans are better, I want to have fun with that conversation. I don't want it to where like I don't want to ever hang out with that friend no more. So like I remember there was a time where I was like, that actually had happened where me and a friend we were hanging out. And I accepted it. I accepted if he liked Nikes over Adidas and stuff. But this was at a point in time where I was like madly addicted to like Adidas clothes, shoes, all that stuff. Like anything like Adidas related, I was into it. I was wearing Adidas sweats like everywhere, bruh. So anyways, I remember me and a friend, we were hanging out. He was looking for some clothes, I think, for himself and his now wife. And I remember, I think I had told him, I'm like, oh, nah, man, you gotta get you some Adidas sweats and stuff. And he's all like, oh, I'll never wear Adidas. He was like, no, Adidas isn't my style. I'll never wear Yeezys, none of that stuff. And I'm like, what you mean? Like, that's the hottest stuff. And so here's the thing. I wasn't mad at him about that, like if he thought, and I highly doubt that he ever thought that I would be mad at him over some stuff like that, because that would just be stupid of me. But if he were to think, like, if he were to message me the next day and be like, hey, are you like upset that I don't like Nikes or whatever? I'm like, bro, what kind of person do you think I am? I don't care what you buy. At the end of the day, it is your money. It is your prerogative. In your mind, my thing is this. In your mind and in everybody else's mind, in something like that, you're going to be right regardless. And even if it would have been like somebody that I don't know, where if I'm out in public and I'm buying some Jordans and they're all like, no, you gotta get those Yeezys over there. I'm like, I came up here for Jordans. I'm leaving here with Jordans. I didn't make it all this way out. Because my thing is like, let's say if it's a toss-up between whatever pair of Yeezys or Adidas or, any other shoe out there, any other shoe. And they got a pair of freshly made Bread 11s. Do you honestly think I'm going to pass up a pair of my all-time favorite shoes? A shoes that I am willing to buy multiple pairs of, okay? A shoes where I will dedicate any outfit that I am wearing surrounding that shoe. The fact that I went out, okay? No, so here's the thing about those shoes, right? So they came out with another form of Bread 11s. And it was these, they call them the comfort editions, but they look similar to actual Bread 11s, but it's like a low top version of the shoe, right? And so, anyways, I had went out and had originally the cool gray 11 comforts, but I remember it was, and I'll never forget that day too, because it was right after I had got my vaccine shot, and I was like all sick and sluggish and stuff because of the vaccine and all that. And so I remember I still went out. I exchanged those shoes for the Bread 11 versions, and I went home and I was happy. And I got right back in bed and I continued my rest. But I was like, no, I really want those Bread 11 comforts. I'm getting them Bread 11 comforts. Because I love the color scheme and how them shoes are just like how they're about. This leather and patent leathered shoe, okay, with this red bottom. Like, it's a shoe that you can easily clean, bro. So, like, I'm saying, like, I really have those shoes. I have both the Bread 11s. Well, the Bread 11s that I got them at this reselling store, and they come with a box, kind of sketchy, but I trust that store. But then the Comfort 11s, I got them literally right here in front of me in case that there's ever a time where I need to go outside, because those are my go-to shoes. I love those shoes. I love the Comfort ones, and I love the OG ones, all right? But there will never be a time where I will pass up an opportunity to get another. Even if I already have me a pair, I will not pass up an opportunity to get those shoes and then to get some other shoes. And if somebody were to approach me and be like, you're wrong for that, you're wrong for getting Bread 11s over Yeezys, Kanye is the wave right now, Kanye, he has the best shoes out right now, I'm like, that's your opinion. But I'm still going to get these Bread 11s unless you're going to try to fight me over getting some shoes. And that's the thing where it's like, it cannot lead to that. Because I'm like, that's not a fight you're going to win. You're not going to force me to believe whatever you want to believe. That's not going to happen. So, and there are people out there, you know, now stepping out of that example, but there are people out there that literally think that every conversation that they have, they're right. And I'm like, fam, you're not. You gotta accept that. Like, you gotta accept that you're not going to be right on every conversation. Yeah, there's gonna be conversations out there where you're right on, but it's gonna have to be conversations surrounding you and what you're into. But it can't be a universal thing where there's so many, like, you know, people behind it. You know, like, overall, like, you know, for an example, reaction videos, you know, it's like, I'm not trying to stir up some past drama, but at the same time, you know, I do have some things to talk on surrounding that and things, but no, like, people, but I mean, it doesn't even have to be reaction videos. It could be any form of videos on YouTube, but there are people out there that believe that, oh, if you are a supporter of that, then you're in the wrong, you're this, you're that, and it's like, fam, no, I just like that form of content. You know, it's like, and the thing is this, if, you know, and I guess to talk on myself, because I know there's probably people out there that'll ask me, what content that you don't like, and I'm like, my thing is this, there is content out there, it's not that I don't like it, it's content out there that I just don't go out of my way to watch, unless I have, like, a mood, or, you know, like, a motivation to watch that content. I have no desires on watching, like, makeup, content. What are some other forms of content out there? You know, but like it could be anything. It could be anything that I'm like, you know, if I'm not interested, then I'm not interested. So let's say if I wasn't interested in reaction videos, I'm not gonna sit and make a commentary video telling people how I'm in the right for telling people that reaction videos are stupid, this, that, and blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to put myself in that position where I have to watch a reaction video. And I'm like, yeah, if I see a lot of reaction videos, then I'm like, okay, I'm going to state my opinion on it. But I'm not going to make it seem like that my opinion is facts. You have your opinion on something. I have my opinion on something. Why can we not go our separate ways? You know, so like my thing is this. Because let's say, you know, oh, for an example, there are commercials out there that I don't like. You know, there are commercials out there where I'm like, no, take the commercial off. Stop showing it. I don't want to see it no more. But the thing is like, I'm just stating how I feel. Now, there are probably people out there that do like certain commercials that I don't like. And I'm not going to stop that person. If they like those commercials, I'm like, then they like that commercial. That's not... Now, if they try to convince me to like that commercial, I'm like, that's not going to happen. I have already built an hatred towards that commercial. So, anything that you're trying to convince me of, I'm like, unless it's like a meaning behind that commercial, like it was somebody's dying wish for that commercial to be created, then I'm like, okay, then, hey, then, you know, that's on them. I'm like, I ain't gonna interfere in that. I ain't gonna have to say no ill feelings towards it. But I'm still not going to like it, alright? I'm not going to just go out my way and be all like, oh, I'm going to watch that commercial now because there's some sad story behind it. No, I'm still going to avoid that commercial. There was a whole day, I actually had turned my TV right before I start recording this podcast episode. I was watching that movie, Baby Boy. And good movie. Recommend y'all watch it. It's very, like, you know, it's a dramatic, like, hood movie and stuff. But anyways, but no, they start showing, there's that, I think it's called Almond Joy. And they show that commercial pretty much every day on, like, VH1, MTV, and, you know, them channels. And yes, overall, I should. There have been times where I've changed the channel and, you know, we'll watch something else. But then I'll see, like, a movie, like, for an example, Baby Boy. I might not finish it, though, because it's the clean version of Baby Boy. And it sounds so weird when the like guys are cussing and it's like it's like they change it to like friendly words. So like if they, instead of saying like, you know, not the actual word, but just like, you know, an edited version of the explicit word. All right, so my version of a clean word, instead of saying MF, I say like mother trucker or something. Trucker, okay, truck. A truck that you drive, all right? It rhymes, but I'm not actually saying it. But in the like VH1 and BET versions, they'll say like mother, brother, and all that stuff. And that's the thing. I don't like that. All right, but there are probably people out there. I find it. The thing is that I find it funny, but it's not my preferred version to watch. I laugh at it, but it's not my preferred version to watch. Now there are probably people out there where they do like that. They do like those versions, and that's on them. I'm not gonna take that away from them. See here, that's the whole reason why I'm even doing this episode in the first place, is because I just want to let people know it's okay to not like and to like stuff. It's okay to have an opinion on stuff, but when you try to convince another person of your opinion, that's when you're gonna reach a conflict. That's when you're gonna reach an issue where it's like, okay, it's not gonna work. So I'm just saying, like, overall, people, it's like you gotta just understand and know that your opinion is not a fact. Okay, it is your opinion. So live by that. Understand that. But no, and then there was, so recently on my Twitch channel, by the way, follow me on Twitch, spelled the same exact way. It's not called the TMossBoss Show, but it's just called, you can just search up TMossBoss and you'll find me and stuff. But anyways, so recently I had reacted to some hate videos of me. And, cringy videos, of course, but that's just my opinion. There's people out there that actually did like those videos. Not gonna take that away from those people. But, at the end of the day, I'm gonna state how I feel about those videos. Are those, enjoyable videos? To laugh at, yes. But to, give it like a Rotten Tomato rating is gonna most likely be a low rating. To recommend it to others, I'm gonna recommend it in a comedy way. Like, there's people really out here sitting on a, Thursday afternoon making a TMossBoss video. What other things? It's not going to be something that I'm going to enjoy it in a comedic way, but I'm not going to enjoy it in a pleasuring way. There's no reason for that. Especially if it's somebody that's talking negative about me. And they're thinking because, I've watched videos on TMossBoss, I know who TMossBoss is, I know who he is based off of how he acts on YouTube, all this other stuff and blah, blah, blah. Like, I have this right image about TMossBoss, and I can't be proven wrong. The only way you could be proven wrong is by himself. Himself. The man that created TMossBoss, the man that is talking right now. You can't tell a person without even knowing them who they are. It's not possible. Yes, you'll have your opinion on them. Yes, you have the facts of what you have seen on the internet, but it all leads down to the root. Your opinion on that person. So overall, watching those videos, they were cringy videos. It was videos I'm like, it's hard to watch because I'm like, these are grown-ups. These are adults. Like, you're not children, but you're acting like a child in this video, making it seem like that everything that I say is wrong. That doesn't make any sense. I'm literally, and the funny thing is like, I know people probably would try to say like, I'm being a hypocrite in this episode, I'm contradicting myself, all that and blah, blah, blah. How though? If you sit down and actually watch those videos, the roots of all of those videos is because I decided to do reaction videos. That's the root of it all. And so I went out of my way to defend people to do reaction videos. That's when these guys came along. And then they start making all these different videos on me and all this other crap. And I'm like, why though? For like, honestly, at the end of the day, how is this going to, because my thing is this, when, in my opinion, uploading a video, you're uploading that video for a legitimate reason, not to gain my attention, not to gain my haters' attention. Like, at the end of the day, that's not going to do anything because it's only going to last for what, a few minutes. After that, done and over with, right? But anyways, how I see it, when you're uploading a video onto YouTube, you're trying to upload that video for a reason. You're trying to prove something. You're trying to do something great with that video. When I watch those videos, and before I even get into, how I, feel, this is my opinion. But when I had watched those videos, I'm like, the only people that you're going to gain from this video It's 13-year-olds. It's kids that don't have a fully developed mind yet, but they know that they hate me, and they will see those videos. Those are the only people that you're going to gain from that. And I know there's going to probably be people out there that say, well, there's adults that support those videos too. Does that necessarily mean that they're mentally developed? No, it doesn't. If you're sitting down supporting a TMossBoss hate video, your mind is not fully developed. I'm sorry. But that's just, in my opinion, that is facts. My thing is this. If you're, let's say you're my age, right? You're 25 years old. Why are you carrying on? You can look at anybody around you that is younger and that is older, right? There's people that I knew, like when I was in high school, that was already thinking of career plans and all that stuff. And then fast forward a little bit out of high school, there's people that, like, there's friends of mine that's getting married, having kids, whether some other stuff, buying houses. Like they're making the best out of their life. They're trying to do some productive things in their life, right? Fast forward till now, you got this pandemic going on. You got all these things that's going on in the world. You got all this stuff that's, and then when you look at all of that and you just push it off to the side, you turn on your computer, you open up whatever program you use to record videos, you press play or you press record, and you start talking about why you hate TMossBoss. At the age of 25, talking about why you hate a grown man. And here's the killer part about it. They're not even making money off of this. Like, bro, at least get paid like $20 or $30. Like the highest maximum amount, like 50, like 100 at least. But you're not even getting paid to make these videos. You're literally doing this stuff for the free. So when I sit down and I see that, and I see a grown adult wasting their time to make a video about me, and I'm supposed to look at that video and be like, oh, they're spitting facts. They're saying the truth. They know everything about me. I sit down and I laugh at those videos. I laugh at them. Just like how when they see me make a video defending people that do reaction videos, defending myself, what are some other things that they, me streaming a certain video game, whatever it is, whatever I'm doing, but every time they want to sit down and laugh and find everything wrong with what I'm doing. But when I do it, oh, I'm in the wrong. And you see, that's why in this episode, why I'm saying what I'm saying. Because it's people like that. How can you have a legitimate conversation with them? Like that's the question of the hour. That's the question of the day. That's the question of the week, month, year, decade, century, whatever you want to, whatever is after century. I don't know exactly what, but I'm pretty sure there's something more after that, and it keeps going. But what are you gaining from that? What is the reason? Like, how do you improve in life by making that video? Like, what do you honestly gain from it? You gain nothing. You honestly gain nothing, because this is the aftermath of making a TMossBoss video, right? So you've done everything. You record the video. You say what you need to say. You said it all. You've done it all, right? So you go and you upload that video. Of course, it's going to take some minutes to upload and stuff, depending on what kind of internet connection you have. May take a little bit longer than usual. Or no. That's how I usually do videos. So what they will do is that they will so they'll record what they need to say at these, cheap, $1 animations and stuff. Slap all that stuff together in, Windows Movie Maker or whatever. If they're using a high-end program, I'm like, fam, what? You mean to tell me you got a high-end program and that's the videos that you're coming out with? I'm like, fam, I have made whole music in Wondershare Filmora. That's a 50. At least if a program that I have, I've made art for people in that program. I've used that program to the full maximum capacity that I can use that program as. I made the best out of it, okay? I literally have stuff to, show for out of that, program and stuff, things that I've made. But overall, I don't personally think that they use some high-end program. I honestly think that maybe they use the same as mine, maybe, and if they did, it's all like there's a lot more you can do with that program than slapping these like cheaply made animations together, adding your, cringy, depressing voice to the video, waiting for the fact that they've done that, the fact that they've probably used a recording software to record their voice, and then they sound all depressed when they do. Like, I watched one guy's video, and he was talking like this throughout the whole video, and he sounded so sad and so depressed. He didn't even sound like he wanted to do the video. And the fact that somebody sat down, okay, you sat down on a sad, rainy day of whenever, right? Recorded this video, cheaply made animations, slapped it all together in this editing software, right? Waited for that stuff to process, and you know how long it takes for like videos to process depending on what you use and doing all that stuff. But you waited for all that stuff to process, right? Then you open up YouTube. You open up, you might have opened up Google Chrome. I know a lot of people use, because Google Chrome is probably, in my opinion, it's like the best like browser out there and stuff. So you open up Google Chrome. You probably already have YouTube like as a tab thing. So you open up YouTube. You're already signed into your account. You press the upload button, sends you to the YouTube Creator Studios, lets that little Windows thing pop up. You dragged your video, or you search for your video through your files, you upload the video. Now it's usually taking 15-20 minutes to upload. Now I done upload it. Now it's processing. Once when the processing is done and over with, now everything is there and needed. So now you type up the title. Now you type up the description. You add some tags. You go through all the other settings. You submit that it's, ad friendly. You add like a little video thing to let you people know like the most recent video and the best videos. Then you press public, and then you press publish. You have published a video. Here's the thing, because I know people will hear this part of the podcast and they realize it's a waste of time. Why are you saying that? It is a waste of time making a TMossBoss video. Even I'm saying all that stuff that I just talked on is a waste of this podcast. That was a waste of your guys' time. That's how I see it when I see somebody making a TMossBoss video. You are wasting your time. Because here's the thing. Nobody is going to watch that. Besides people that already know they hate me, they don't like my videos, they don't like nothing surrounding my name unless it's a hate video, right? That's the only people that's watching it. Do you think PewDiePie is watching that video? Do you think, who else? KSI? You think he's watching that video? Do you think Markiplier is watching that video? Do you think somebody that just got onto YouTube today, they don't know nothing about YouTube and they're getting on YouTube for the first time, do you honestly think that is going to be a video that they're searching for? Like, what do you gain besides embarrassment from that video? Because and that's the funny thing about it. A lot of these guys, they're not having their actual names being featured in those videos. They're not showing their face. They're not, letting people know of their identity. And in their way, they're being a quote-unquote vigilante. And I'm the villain. But I'm like, that's the thing, though. When it's like, what do you, okay, my thing is this. Okay, let's say if, y'all were to them videos, all those videos were to get to me, and then I decide okay, I'm done, I'm quitting YouTube, I'm quitting content creating, all that stuff, I disappear, somebody else, because that's how it makes me wonder. It's do you guys sit down and watch superhero movies and stuff? Because okay, after that, after I'm gone and, done moved on and stuff, okay, then another TMossBoss is going to come in the picture and he's going to start saying his stuff. And he might be 10 times stronger than me. The fact that there might be a person, okay, where we have the equal mindset, but their mindset is 10 times stronger than mine. And they have a much more bigger platform. They have a much more bigger army. They have more tools and everything possible to just decimate you guys. Then what can you do? Because eventually, at some point in time, if it ain't me, if it's not the next TMossBoss, if it ain't the TMossBoss after that TMossBoss, or the TMossBoss after the third TMossBoss, and then the second TMossBoss, and then me, the OG TMossBoss, it is going to be, at some point in time, a TMossBoss that just destroys y'all. And y'all can't do nothing about it. Y'all gonna have to sit there and watch you get destroyed. Don't come for me for help. They're like, no, I am like, that is something that you guys got to face on your own. Because you're an adult. A lot of you guys are adults. And it trips me out to see, it tripped me out. I remember when I seen the one guy, on Twitter, the racist Twitter guy, where he claimed he was in his 20s. And I'm like, fam, you're in your 20s carrying on like that? That's sad. That is sad. But overall, I like how I just got so distracted and stuff by talking on that, but overall though, I am trying to hint to how those guys, not even hinting, I'm just flat out telling y'all, it's like those guys like to think that they're right on a lot of stuff, and I'm like, what do you gain from being right on everything? You don't gain no victories, you don't gain no achievement or nothing. You just honestly, at the end of the day, you lost out on a conversation that could have been good. And it's funny how they like to talk on me and my ego and my mindset and all that stuff. But I'm like, how do you guys not look at yourself and be like, I literally have the fattest ego possible where I have to think that I'm right on everything, every conversation that I have, to gain some sort of confidence within myself, to gain some sort. It's like you don't gain nothing from being right all the time. At times you gotta take L's. You have to. You can, and I know that there's people, they're gonna be saying oh, there's people in this world that takes nothing but W's. Look at Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather ain't won all his fights in his life. Have y'all seen his amateur record? He's lost. He has lost him some fights. You think of anybody else? Undertaker lost at WrestleMania. I'm pretty sure Tiger Woods, he was undefeated at one point in time in golf. How do you get undefeated? I don't even know. I don't know how golf works. Ronda Rousey, she was undefeated at one point in time. At one point in time. Key words. And now look, that girl in the WWE, she killing it right now. But yeah, she's in the WWE. She ain't in UFC no more. So I'm saying, it's like people have to understand that you're not going to be right. You're not going to win every battle that you have. You're not going to win every war that you have. All that stuff. You can look back in all history books. It's yeah, I'm pretty sure all those countries that was in World War I and II, they were probably thinking, we going to win this war. And then look, United States won. And we on top. So I'm saying, it's people got to look at stuff like that. It's you ain't going to win every war. And the thing is even us. There's battles that we've been a part of. We did not win those battles. We lost people. So I'm saying, it's that's just talking on war, but it's you could look at any given point in time in any history of whatever. People take L's, okay? So anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Reviewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 43 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you're purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.